Topic: Introduction to Books of Prime Entry. What are books of prime entry? Books of prime entry are used to record the details of a transaction. What older terms refer to books of prime entry? Subsidiary books, books of original entry, day books. How is information processed in books of prime entry? Information is taken from business documents and entered into books of prime entry, then transferred to ledger accounts. List the 7 books of prime entry. Sales Journal, Purchases Journal, Sales Returns Journal, Purchases Returns Journal, Cash Book, Petty Cash Book, General Journal. What are advantages of using books of prime entry? Another stage to check for errors. Help prepare control accounts to check ledger accuracy. Collect same-type transactions together. Allow managers to easily see transaction totals. Reduce entries in ledger accounts. Enable multiple bookkeepers to work without duplication. What is the sales journal? The sales journal is a record of all credit sales. Where are cash sales recorded? Cash sales are recorded directly into the cash book, not sales journal. What information does the sales journal contain? Dates of sales, names of credit customers, amounts for each sale, after trade discounts. What documents are used to fill the sales journal? The bookkeeper uses sales invoices that were issued. How are totals transferred to ledger accounts from sales journal? Credit sales account with total from sales journal. Debit individual trade receivables accounts. What is the sales returns journal? The sales returns journal is a record of all returns from credit customers. What information does sales returns journal contain? Dates of returns, names of credit customers, amounts for each return. What documents are used to fill sales returns journal? The bookkeeper uses issued credit notes. How are totals transferred to ledgers from sales returns journal? Debit sales returns account with total from sales returns journal. Credit individual trade receivables accounts. What is the purchases journal? The purchases journal is a record of all credit purchases. What purchases are excluded from the purchases journal? Cash purchases recorded in cash book, non-current assets recorded in cash book. What information does purchases journal contain? Dates of purchases, names of credit suppliers, amounts for each purchase. What documents are used to fill purchases journal? The bookkeeper uses received purchases invoices. How are totals transferred to ledgers from purchases journal? Debit purchases account with total from purchases journal. Credit individual trade payables accounts. What is the purchases returns journal? The Purchases Returns Journal is a record of all returns to credit suppliers. What information does Purchases Returns Journal contain? Dates of returns, names of credit suppliers, amounts for each return. What documents are used to fill Purchases Returns Journal? The bookkeeper uses received credit notes. How are totals transferred to ledgers from Purchases Returns Journal? Credit Purchases Returns account with total from Purchases Returns Journal. Debit individual trade payables accounts. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, share and subscribe to Flashcards and turn the bell icon for future updates. See you in the next video.